Hey, it's Mike Yao with Fire in the Head Productions. Haven't done a video in a little bit, so I thought I would do one about Dragon Con. So Dragon Con is this big, as most of you probably know, a big gaming, well, actually it's a whole pop culture convention down in Atlanta that happens Labor Day weekend. This is probably the 35th year. I've been going since, God, almost embarrassed to say this. Well, not really. I'm actually pretty proud to say this. 1987, which is the first year it started. Now, I've missed some years. I haven't gone literally every year, especially since I moved up to the beautiful mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, up here. But still, Atlanta's not super far, 2.5, 3 hour drive. And so, the wife and I have gotten up back down there a couple times since we've lived up here. So I haven't consistently made every Dragon Con, but I've probably attended, I'd say 70 to 75% of them all through the years. But that's neither here nor there. The most important thing is I will be at this year's Dragon Con 2023, right? And that does occur around the Labor Day weekend. So I think this year is August 20 or 30th or 31st through September 4th. Look at your calendar and see if that's actually correct. But anyway, it's in that this Labor Day weekend. So that's in about making of this video. That'll be about 3 weeks away, maybe a little bit less than 2.5 weeks away. And I just wanted to update to let you know that I will be there running some games. I'll be running Savage Kingdoms, and I will be running Red Sun, which is the new game I've been working on that's been playtested and has playtested quite well. It's actually pulled pretty high with playtesters lately. It's actually up there with Savage Kingdoms. In fact, it might actually be slightly higher recently. So that's kind of nice because I enjoy both games, and I think I set a fairly decent high bar with Savage Kingdoms. So to see that bar is being met with another game, if not slightly even higher, gives me great hope. Right. So to let you know, I'll be running 5 different sessions. 3 sessions of, I don't know why I didn't put a 2 up. 3 sessions with my hands. 3 sessions of Red Sun and 2, yep, that's 2 sessions of Savage Kingdom. So the reason I'm running a little extra Red Sun because it is playtesting, and I feel like that's more important. Savage Kingdoms has been out quite a while and doesn't really need to be playtested. But there are some followers of Savage Kingdoms, sort of. It's a very small game, but I know that there are some followers out there, and so they probably want me to be running some Savage Kingdoms because some people are invested with some of the books they might have bought, and they really like the setting, and that's really awesome. And I very much appreciate that love. But Red Sun is technically the same setting. It's just 2,200 years set before the Savage Kingdom's kind of common timeline, which puts it in more of a just after the Bronze Age, Iron Age setting. And I won't go too much into the games. I've already done videos about this, but just very quickly, it is a traditional sword and sorcery. So if you're really into that, that's probably my favorite type of fantasy. There's lots of different genres of fantasy, and I know a lot of people just kind of lump it all together, but it's a giant category, so it really needs to be chopped into subcategories, and sword and sorcery is one of them. You've got high fantasy. Medieval fantasy would be kind of the general next step that away from just the broad thing that would be fantasy. And sword and sorcery technically isn't even medieval fantasy because it's typically not set in a medieval setting. It's set in an ancient world, an antiquity, possibly going into the Dark Ages, so to speak, if we're using Earth real history as any kind of indication. So Red Sun and uses a D8 pool system, whereas Savage Kingdoms uses a D20 system. But anyway, enough about that. So what the video is really about is me running these 5 slots, and each game slot is 4 hours. So I have 3 sellouts already. I'm making this. I wasn't going to do this video at first because it had been selling out pretty well, but now it's kind of slowed down. So I just thought I'd do this video to let you guys know if you want to come play some games that I run, or if you even want to, we don't know each other, you want to meet me or whatever, come register for these games. So really quickly on, so Red Sun, Citadel of the Sand Lords is sold out, which is awesome. And there's only 6 slots. There's only 6 gamers that can be at the table. So a sellout, it sounds great, but it's really just 6 tickets that result, right? I think it's $5 tickets. You do have to pay a $5 ticket, so to speak, to game. And the reason Dragon Con does that, I actually don't even get the money, they do, is to keep people, because if they're more likely to show up and not just cancel the game and skip out on the game. It still happens occasionally. People get really distracted at Dragon Con and these other big conventions, Comic Cons, because there's a lot of stuff going on. often very simultaneous. So they figure they started doing you have to pay the ticket. Well, it's been a while back, 10, 12 years ago, probably, maybe even more, to give more credence, a better chance of people showing up. So it is a $5 ticket for a slot at the table. But going back, Red Sun Citadel of the Sand Lords is already sold out. That is a Sunday 1 o'clock game. Red Sun Jewel of the Serpent, another Red Sun adventure I'll be running. That is, there's 3 slots available for that. That is Friday at 1 p.m. Red Sun the Spider God is completely sold out. That is Friday at 6 p.m. I guess it doesn't really matter, but just so you know where that falls in, because you never know, maybe like a slot will open up or somebody doesn't show up. Then we got my 2 Savage Kingdoms games. I have Savage Kingdoms: A Plague in Gray. That is sold out, actually. That's Saturday at 6 p.m. Savage Kingdoms: The Blood Crown. One of my more infamous adventures, weirdly enough, has the most slots available. 5 slots remaining, so only 1 ticket's been bought there. Probably because it's at Saturday at 1 o'clock. That is probably the premier time at any convention, particular Dragon Con. So it's just after the parade. There's a lot of stuff going on Saturday. That's probably why. So Friday at 1, too, can be kind of busy, but for some reason, there's 3 slots available. Because of that reason, people are probably doing other stuff. So there you go. So there's 3. So overall, there are, if you want to play, there's 5 Savage Kingdoms slots open. Again, $5 each. And it looks like a total of only 3 Red Sun slots open out of all 3 games. So that one's actually been the most popular as far as people signing up. And probably because it's playtesting. So when I marketed it, when I went on the DragonCon website or in the booklet or whatever, or even when you sign up, you can probably read the description, and it says that it is playtesting. Players will get their name in the book. You'll be accredited in the core rule book. And so people kind of like that. Pretty cool. I'm also giving away free red 8-sided dice to players, and you do get a free D20 for Savage Kingdoms because it's a D20 system. And I know that's it's a small gift because you can easily find dice nowadays, but yeah, it's a gift nonetheless, right? So hopefully you guys will turn out. Hopefully I get to meet some of you that I haven't met before down in DragonCon, and those of you that already know, I look forward to running into you again. Some of us, friends of mine, gamers, cosplayers, people that were in my live-action role-playing Elfstone group, we often are still kind of running into each other at DragonCon. A lot of us have kind of drifted apart, which is a little sad. It happens. But I hope to reconnect with some of you down in DragonCon, whether it's around the gaming table of Red Sun or Savage Kingdoms or some other game, or just walking around the con and enjoying stuff and getting into crazy shenanigans. So thanks for paying attention to, hopefully you made it this far, all 8 minutes. And yeah, sign up for some slots or let some friends know about it before they all sell out. So talk to you guys again soon. Bye.